Hi, thank you for joining me. My name is Liz and this is my movement channel, Movement with Liz. If you are new here, please hit the like, hit the subscribe button so more people can get free movement on the internet. That is what this channel is all about. And if you're not new, welcome back. Today we're going to do a upper body roll and release. So if you hold tension up in your neck, in your shoulders, if you feel kind of pain in your upper back or even up in your neck, this is going to help you. So I think a lot of us spend a lot of our time, we're either hunched over a phone, over a computer, we're driving. Everything's got this kind of pulling us forward motion, and we want to be able to open everything back up so we can feel better, we can move better, and it's just going to make everything else in life better. So if you have a massage ball, grab one. If you have a foam roller, grab one. If you don't have a massage ball, tennis ball or hockey ball or lacrosse ball or something like that is going to be perfect. And if you don't have a foam roller, rolling up a towel or even having like a yoga bolster or couch cushions or pillows are also going to work for you. So we're going to start by releasing and opening up through the front side of the body. This is how I usually work when I'm massaging people. If they do come in and they're complaining about neck and shoulder pain, we want to open up through the front first, and then we can sort of work through the back side of the body, have really good results with doing it that way, and also doing it on myself using these techniques that we're going to use today. So I'm going to give you an option. Just because I've got a wall to go up against, but it's going to be a little bit weird. So if you've got a massage ball and you want to get up against a wall and just press your chest, put the ball on the wall, press your chest into the ball and just start to kind of roll from side to side. You can even just grab the ball and do what I'm doing here and just kind of move the ball around. And if you're up against the wall, you can kind of put your arm out and move like that, and you might find some spots that feel a little spicy, feel a little bit interesting. I know I certainly have a lot. And you can even stay on some of the spots for a little bit. So just kind of press the ball in, take a few deep breaths in and out. If you're up against the wall, try and relax your body, but all your body weight's kind of pushing down into the ball if it's not too painful. We never want to go into excruciating pain when we're doing things like this. And then if you're just kind of rolling the ball along, just sort of work up and down the fibers of the pec muscle. So it all comes and joins into our rib cage and our sternum. And we can kind of just think rolling along the length of the muscle, and you can come up and down as well if that feels good. So we want to do both sides. Just for the video purposes, I'm not going to spend a crazy amount of time on it. So if you want to, if you feel like you need more time, pause the video and just kind of work it into whatever feels good for you, the length of time. I'm going to move to the other side. You may find that one side feels better than the other one. I know my left side here doesn't feel anywhere near as tight as the left side or tender. And that's generally going to be because we're favouring one side. Maybe our training is a little bit off as well if we're using one side more than the other. And again, just rolling along those fibres. Stop and hold on little bits if they feel a little bit tender. Take a few deep breaths in and out. You can even add some movement in, holding onto a spot. You can move the arm up, move it down. If you're not up against the wall, you can move the arm forward and down. Just showing you some different techniques that you can use on yourself. And just be mindful of bones. Just doesn't feel nice if you're driving a ball into a bone. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do. Again, if you want to do more, pause the video and just spend as much time as you feel you need to. I'm going to then jump onto the foam roller. Now, this foam roller is long enough for me to lay my body down with my spine along the length of it. If you have a shorter foam roller, just be mindful, just make sure you've either got your neck supported and your hips supported as well. So you could add a cushion or something underneath just to make sure that happens. So I'll just kind of show you what I mean by that. So I'm gonna lay my spine down the length, and you can see here my neck and my head are supported and my pelvis is supported too. But just say you had a shorter one, just make sure that the neck is supported, and then if you're kind of like this, either place something underneath or hold yourself up like that. So you're gonna get a little bit of a workout kind of by holding yourself in that one position. You're gonna bring the hands up. This is by far possibly one of my favorite releases to do. When I get clients to do it, they all love it as well. And then open the arms wide. And just think the pelvis, so don't kind of arch through the lower back. We want to maintain this kind of rolling the hips sort of back towards the bottom of our rib cage. So we've got that flat back happening, and you're opening the arms up. And then just relax. Focus on your breathing. If you get pins and needles, just kind of change the position of the arms a little bit. And if it does kind of come on too strong, I'll ask you to just come out of it. And just breathe and focus. Feels super nice. It's really relaxing. And again, I'm not going to hold here for too long, but you could hold it for as long as you like, as much time as you've got. You can even get the edge of the foam roller. I like to get that up kind of underneath the back of the head there, and just roll along there, get a bit of a release through the neck as well. Might feel really strong just depending on what's happening in your body. So don't force it, just kind of see if you can relax as much as you can. But if it's causing you like actual pain in the joints, we don't want to go into that. We just, want to feel that stretch, that tension through the muscles, through the fascia, the connective tissue. And if you can find a nice smooth rhythm of breath, that's going to help everything relax a little bit more. So I already feel that, just kind of let go that little bit. You'll know when you feel it, you just kind of go, oh. Okay, so if you want to pause, stay for as long as you like, kind of just let yourself baste in that. I'm going to come up, and we're going to move now into getting the ball into certain areas sort of around through the back of the shoulders and around the spine. So you're going to take the ball, firstly lay down, and again you can do this up against the wall if you feel more comfortable standing up. I really like to do it up against the wall as well. I'm going to place the ball underneath my shoulder there, and it's kind of on the inside of the shoulder blade. So you've got the spine of the scapula there, the shoulder blade, and it's kind of on the inside of that. So I'm not actually on the scapula, I'm to the muscles, the rhomboids, and the mid and the lower traps, which kind of run down the length of it. And I've already found the spot straight away. My right side's definitely got some tightness going on. And you can find the spot, you can stay and just sort of let yourself relax into that. It's reaching that arm up, or you can explore. And just kind of roll your body around the ball. The good thing about doing it on the floor is the ball's not going to drop out and you have to continually chase it around the room as it rolls along the floor as you drop it. And again, just be mindful of the bones. You're not going to damage anything, but again, it just doesn't feel nice to have someone grind into your bone. So you can roll up and down. You can go side to side, get some cross fiber friction of the tissue. You could go around. It's kind of whatever feels good. And then another option is to hold it, find a spot that you feel, feels tender. It might feel kind of good to put pressure on it. And then we can do a little bit of kind of active movement. So we're going to use our breath, we're going to use movement. So you're going to breathe in, reach the arm up, and you're going to find here, so the scapula is what we call protracting here. So we're reaching, the scapula is sort of wrapping around our rib cage. We're reaching forward. And then as you breathe out, relax and just let it sink back. So then we're coming into retraction of the scapula. It's just going to wrap back around. It's basically wrapping around the ball here. So breathe in, reach. Breathe out, let it relax. You can see here, my arm is reaching up. And then it just sort of relaxes back down. The arm stays active, getting that movement through the scapula as we move the arm. And you can do this, if you've got a pain and it's kind of out like a 7 out of 10, do it until the pain comes down, either to 0 or kind of a 1 or a 2. And you'll find that as you do it, if you're on that right spot, it'll start to ease off pretty well. And again, just kind of roll around. I'm going to go for another little explore now with the ball. Just kind of let it roll around certain areas. And you can do that same kind of thing, around that area, that shoulder blade area. Feel free to kind of just do that as many times as you need to. And then maybe come down a little bit further, a little bit lower. Again, side to side movement. So I'm going to move to the other side. And I already know this side's going to not feel anywhere near as tender as the right side. Same thing, just kind of roll around, have a little explore. So if you do lots of computer work or stressed out, this is going to benefit your body. And then you can come back into that kind of reaching the arm up and then relax, breathe out. Breathe in, reach. Breathe out, relax. Good, do that again. Breathe in. Breathe out. And again, just explore that area. Now, if you don't have a foam roller, I'm going to get you to continue to use the ball. If you do have a foam roller, you're going to grab it, and this time we're going to go from lengthways, or kind of the same length as the mat. That didn't make any sense, did it? Lay the foam roller across the mat so your back can kind of lay back onto it. Again, that didn't make much sense, did it? Get the words out right. And we're going to roll down the upper part of our back. So we're going to start from the top here and then just kind of roll down. Ooh, got a few pops already. I'm just going to come halfway, so kind of down to where the rib cage ends, and then I'm going to roll back up. So nice and slow and controlled. You can see I've got my arms here, my elbows are together. Just to pull kind of the shoulder blades apart a little bit. And you can do the same thing here with the ball. So if you've got spots that kind of feel nice and tender, feel free to stay, explore. Breathe, release your body weight down onto the foam roller. You can roll to one side a little bit more if you want to focus more on the right or the left. And I don't know about you, but for me, it just got lots of stuff going on between the shoulder blades today. It's from training. Possibly from sleeping on a blow-up bed. We just got a new bed delivered and we had to wait a little bit for it, so we had a blow-up bed, which they're actually really uncomfortable. But
did the job for what we needed it for, but I do not recommend sleeping on one long term. And again, just be mindful of your neck. Keep the chin slightly tucked, or you can even just hold the head if it feels like it's too much. And then one thing I love to do is actually just lay back, just be mindful again of your neck. If there's any issues going on, maybe don't do this. It's a nice open, just reversing that curve through the spine as well. Spend a lot of time in that flexion. It's really important that we can come back into extension and just open it all up. So again, spend as much time as you like on that. That is going to be us today. If you would like to see more, you can go through my channel. I do have more foam rolling videos and mobility videos as well, which are awesome for just unlocking tension in the body. So next video possibly might get more into the shoulders and into the neck. Thank you though. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you next time.